TV soap news and spoilers say that in the shadowed corners of the fictional realm of Beyond the Gates, a chilling narrative unfolds, weaving a tapestry of deception, ambition, and betrayal. At the heart of this enigma lies a question that has captivated audiences and sparked fervent debate. Did Leslie, a cunning manipulator with a penchant for power, conspire with the equally scheming Hayley to orchestrate the demise of Bill, a figure whose presence looms large in their world? As we delve into this labyrinth of motives and machinations, we must explore the intricate dynamics between these characters, the tantalizing possibility of their collaboration, and whether this dark tale truly unfolds within the Gothic confines of Beyond the Gates. This article will unravel the threads of this mystery, painting a vivid and dramatic picture that stretches beyond the original speculation, immersing us in a world where trust is a luxury and treachery is currency. To understand the potential conspiracy between Leslie and Hayley, we must first immerse ourselves in the eerie, opulent world of Beyond the Gates. This fictional soap opera, known for its labyrinthine plots and morally ambiguous characters, is set in the sprawling, decadent estate of Gates Manor, a place where every chandelier casts long, ominous shadows and every whispered conversation carries the weight of betrayal. The manor, with its creaking floorboards and hidden passages, is more than a backdrop. It's a character in its own right, a silent witness to the sins of its inhabitants. Beyond the Gates thrives on its ability to blur the lines between loyalty and deceit, love and loathing. The show's universe is populated by schemers, dreamers, and those caught in the crossfire of ambition. It's a world where alliances are forged in candlelit parlors and broken in the dead of night, where secrets are currency, and where the stakes, whether for power, wealth, or revenge, are always life and death. Could this be the stage for Leslie and Hayley's alleged plot to eliminate Bill? The Gothic atmosphere of Gates Manor, with its history of mysterious disappearances and unsolved murders, seems tailor-made for such a conspiracy. To unravel the question of whether Leslie helped Hayley kill Bill, we must first dissect the characters at the heart of this drama. Each is a complex figure, driven by desires that intertwine and clash in a dance of manipulation and motive. Leslie is a woman of razor-sharp intellect and unrelenting ambition. With her piercing gaze and a smile that never quite reaches her eyes, she navigates the treacherous waters of Beyond the Gates with the precision of a chess grandmaster. Leslie is no stranger to scheming. Her past is littered with calculated moves that have toppled rivals and secured her influence within the Gates family. She thrives on control, relishing the thrill of pulling strings from the shadows. Her wardrobe, tailored suits in deep burgundies and blacks, mirrors her personality, elegant, commanding, and ever so slightly menacing. Leslie's motivations are rooted in a hunger for power and wealth, but there's a deeper layer to her character. Beneath her polished exterior lies a well of resentment, fueled by years of being underestimated in a world dominated by the Gates patriarchs. Could this resentment have driven her to align with Hayley in a plot to eliminate Bill, a man who may represent everything she despises? Leslie's willingness to cross moral boundaries is evident in her past schemes: blackmail, corporate espionage, even orchestrating a scandal to discredit a rival. Murder, it seems, might not be beyond her reach. Hayley, on the other hand, is a wild card, a schemer whose charm and beauty mask a ruthless determination. With her cascade of auburn hair and a disarming laugh, she has a knack for winning trust, only to wield it as a weapon. Hayley's backstory in Beyond the Gates is one of rags to riches. A woman who clawed her way into the elite circles of Gates Manor through sheer cunning. Her motives are as complex as Leslie's, driven by a desire to secure her place in a world that constantly threatens to cast her out. Hayley's schemes are bolder, more reckless than Leslie's, but no less effective. She's known for her ability to exploit weaknesses, whether through seduction, manipulation, or outright coercion. Her alliance with Leslie, if it exists, would be a meeting of minds, a partnership born of mutual respect for each other's cunning. But Hayley's volatility raises questions. Would she propose a plan as drastic as murder, and would Leslie, the more calculated of the two, agree to it? The chemistry between these two women crackles with potential, but also with danger, as neither is likely to trust the other fully. Bill, the potential victim, is a towering figure in Beyond the Gates. As a patriarch of the Gates family, he wields immense power, both financial and emotional, over those around him. His gruff demeanor and iron-fisted control over the family's business empire make him a polarizing figure, admired by some, despised by others. Bill's wealth and influence make him a prime target for those seeking to reshape the power dynamics of Gates Manor. Yet, Bill is not without his vulnerabilities. His domineering nature has earned him enemies, and his past is riddled with secrets that could unravel his empire. Did he cross Leslie or Hayley in a way that pushed them to the brink? Perhaps he threatened to expose Hayley's shady dealings or stood in the way of Leslie's latest power grab. Whatever the catalyst, Bill's death, if it occurred, would send shockwaves through the manor, reshaping alliances and igniting new rivalries. The crux of the mystery lies in the alleged collaboration between Leslie and Hayley. The idea of these two schemers joining forces is tantalizing, a collision of intellect and audacity that could bring down even a titan like Bill. But how might such a plot have unfolded, and does it fit within the narrative tapestry of Beyond the Gates? Imagine a clandestine meeting in the dimly lit library of Gates Manor, the air thick with the scent of old leather and wax. Leslie, seated at a mahogany desk, her fingers steepled, gazes at Hayley, who paces restlessly by the fireplace. The two women, both outsiders in their own way, recognize a kindred spirit in the other. Leslie, ever the strategist, proposes a partnership, a plan to eliminate a common obstacle, Bill. Hayley, with her flair for the dramatic, is intrigued but wary. "What's in it for me?" she asks, her voice a low purr. Leslie's answer is simple: power, wealth, and the chance to rewrite the rules of Gates Manor. Bill's death would create a vacuum, one that Leslie and Hayley could fill. For Leslie, it's about consolidating her influence. For Hayley, it's about securing her precarious position among the elite. The plan, as Leslie outlines it, is meticulous: a staged accident, perhaps a poisoned glass of bourbon or a tragic fall down the manor's grand staircase. Every detail is accounted for, every alibi airtight. What could drive Leslie to such an extreme act? Money is a likely motivator. Bill's fortune, tied up in the Gates family empire, represents a prize worth killing for. Leslie, with her keen understanding of the family's finances, would know exactly how to redirect those funds into her own accounts. But money alone isn't enough for Leslie. Her resentment toward Bill runs deeper. Perhaps he humiliated her in a boardroom showdown or threatened to cut her out of a lucrative deal. For Leslie, killing Bill would be both a financial coup and a personal triumph. Hayley's motives are equally compelling. As an outsider who fought her way into Gates Manor, she's constantly on edge, aware that her position is tenuous. Bill, with his old money arrogance, may have dismissed her as a mere opportunist, a threat to her carefully constructed facade. His death would not only secure her place but also allow her to claim a share of his wealth. Hayley's willingness to take risks makes her the perfect partner for Leslie, but also a potential liability. If Leslie and Hayley did conspire to kill Bill, the execution would be a masterclass in deception. Picture the scene: a stormy night at Gates Manor, the wind howling through the trees as thunder rattles the stained glass windows. Bill, unaware of the danger, retires to his study with a glass of his favorite bourbon, laced, unbeknownst to him, with a slow-acting poison. Leslie, ever the picture of composure, engages him in casual conversation, distracting him as the poison takes effect. Hayley, meanwhile, ensures that the manor's security cameras are conveniently offline, a glitch that will later be attributed to the storm. As Bill collapses, clutching his chest, Leslie's expression remains impassive, while Hayley's eyes gleam with a mix of triumph and fear. The official report will call it a heart attack, a tragic but natural end for a man of Bill's age and stress. But whispers will circulate among the manor's inhabitants, fueled by inconsistencies in the story and the sudden rise of Leslie and Hayley in the family hierarchy. The question remains: does this tale of conspiracy and murder belong in the world of Beyond the Gates? The show's history suggests it does. Beyond the Gates is no stranger to high-stakes drama, with past storylines involving blackmail, illicit affairs, and even a mysterious fire that claimed the life of a beloved character. The Gothic ambience of Gates Manor, with its endless corridors and hidden secrets, is the perfect setting for a plot as dark as this one. Moreover, the characters of Leslie, Hayley, and Bill fit seamlessly into the show's archetype of flawed, ambitious individuals. Leslie's calculated ruthlessness, Hayley's reckless ambition, and Bill's domineering presence are all hallmarks of Beyond the Gates storytelling. The show thrives on moral ambiguity, and a conspiracy to kill Bill would push that ambiguity to its limits, forcing viewers to question who, if anyone, is truly innocent. Yet, there's another possibility to consider. Could this story exist outside the confines of Beyond the Gates? Perhaps it's a fan theory, a speculative narrative born from the show's devoted audience. The ambiguity of the original question, whether this story takes place in Beyond the Gates, suggests room for interpretation. It's possible that Leslie, Hayley, and Bill are archetypes from another fictional universe, their story a universal tale of greed and betrayal that transcends any single setting. But the Gothic trappings, the intricate scheming, and the high-stakes drama feel tailor-made for the world of Gates Manor. If Leslie and Hayley succeeded in their plot, the consequences would ripple through Gates Manor like a stone dropped in a still pond. Bill's death would spark a power struggle, with factions vying for control of his empire. Leslie, with her strategic mind, would position herself as the natural successor, while Hayley's charm would win her allies among the manor's younger generation. But their alliance, built on mutual distrust, would be fragile. Each woman would watch the other, waiting for the inevitable betrayal. The other residents of Gates Manor, family members, servants, and hangers-on, would begin to suspect foul play. A nosy detective, perhaps a recurring character in Beyond the Gates, might start digging into Bill's death, uncovering clues that point to Leslie and Hayley. A misplaced vial of poison, a witness who saw Hayley tampering with the security system, or a cryptic note left by Bill himself could unravel their carefully laid plans. For the audience, the tension would lie in the uncertainty. Did Leslie and Hayley truly kill Bill, or is there another layer to the story? Perhaps Bill isn't dead at all. Beyond the Gates is notorious for its plot twists, and a faked death would be par for the course. Or maybe the true villain is someone else entirely, manipulating Leslie and Hayley from the shadows. Beyond the surface-level drama, the story of Leslie, Hayley, and Bill touches on deeper themes that resonate with the ethos of Beyond the Gates. The show often explores the corrupting influence of power, and this narrative is no exception. Leslie and Hayley's alleged plot is a testament to how far ambition can push even the most calculating minds. The Gothic setting of Gates Manor amplifies this theme, its decaying grandeur a metaphor for the moral rot that festers within its walls. The relationship between Leslie and Hayley also raises questions about trust and betrayal. Their alliance, if it exists, is a delicate balance of mutual benefit and mutual suspicion. Can two schemers ever truly work together, or are they doomed to turn on each other? This dynamic mirrors the broader world of Beyond the Gates, where alliances are fleeting and loyalty is a myth. Bill, as the potential victim, represents the old guard, an entrenched power structure that Leslie and Hayley seek to dismantle. His death, whether real or staged, would symbolize the collapse of that structure, paving the way for a new, more chaotic order. Yet, it would also underscore the cyclical nature of power in Beyond the Gates. One tyrant falls, only for another to rise. As we peel back the layers of this tantalizing mystery, one thing becomes clear: the question of whether Leslie helped Hayley kill Bill is as much about the journey as the answer. In the world of Beyond the Gates, where every glance is loaded with meaning and every word a potential lie, the truth is elusive. Leslie's cunning, Hayley's audacity, and Bill's vulnerabilities create a perfect storm of motive and opportunity, but the evidence remains tantalizingly out of reach. Whether this story unfolds within the Gothic halls of Gates Manor or in another fictional realm, it captures the essence of human ambition and the lengths to which people will go to achieve it. The alliance between Leslie and Hayley, if it exists, is a testament to the power of like-minded schemers coming together, their combined intellect and ruthlessness a force to be reckoned with. But it's also a reminder that in a world built on deceit, no one emerges unscathed. So, did Leslie help Hayley kill Bill? Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Beyond the Gates updates and news, so subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.